like, "Have you talked to Lynx?" And I was like, "Yeah, we talk occasionally still." I was like, "She doesn't really play COD anymore."
No, not at all. I haven't played since I stopped streaming.
Yeah,
It's literally
I
been so
don't even
long.
have it on my PC anymore. I hate it.
Yeah,
I just, like, kept playing because I was supposed to play, like, that's what
right.
people wanted to see, and, then I started playing other games, so I played, like, Pal World, and I got really into Pal World, like, I probably put, like, 400 hours into Pal World,
Wow.
and
What?
then yeah, it
That's
was a
crazy.
lot.
Wait,
I
wait. Did
played
did you collect Pokemon as a kid too? Like, were you always into Pokemon?
yeah, I did. I had, like, a Pokemon on my Game Boy, and it was
It honestly, like, affected my mental health so much.
I know, right?
Like,
It was
it's sad to say that a video game can, like, affect your mental health, but the community was just so toxic.
It was. I mean, it was, and also the expectation that you like
Mhm.
you were supposed to be playing that game, and then the people that would come in and be upset that you didn't play that game,
Yeah.
it was annoying. And then you would get like the dip in numbers, and it was just it messes with your mental health a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And to think that, like, people only wanna watch me because I'm playing this one game.
Yep.
Too,
Yeah.
which like really messes with your mind. I mean, that's why I stopped streaming in general. I've been trying to marry the two things, that I'm really interested in, which has been like the content and the outreach to other people, and what I really want to do with psychology.
With your education and where you're going with your
Hmm.
education, that it is fitting, and you'll have a really good perspective to be able to talk about on a podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's do our introduction. So,
Okay.
Sparkling Sprite, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into streaming, and how that's evolved over time?
So I started streaming probably about I think it's like almost 6 years now, which is crazy to think. But
It's
I know it's mind-blowing. But I started because I really got into COD and I was playing it all the time. And my husband, now boyfriend at the time, was like, "Stream it. You're playing all the time. Why not stream it?" And so I
Mhm.
started streaming, and I streamed on Facebook Gaming, and it kind of blew up because it happened right when COVID happened.
Yeah.
And then that was it. I loved it. I enjoyed it and stuck to creating content since.
Yeah, I think I remember like your first week streaming. I like hopped
I know,
into your
right?
stream. You were playing like the not it was before even Warzone came out.
Right, yeah.
You were
It was
like
just I think it was like
finding
Black
gun
Ops.
skins.
I forget which Call of Duty Black Ops, or it wasn't Black Ops. It was
It was called,
Modern Warfare.
yeah, Modern Warfare. I think it was just Modern
Yeah.
Warfare, right?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That feels like a lifetime ago, too. And
I
then
know.
I think our first stream together was your first time trying Warzone, if I remember
I think
correctly.
so. Yeah, I hadn't done Warzone because I was like, I watched it and I thought that it was too complicated.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
couldn't even move on the map playing multiplayer, let alone playing Warzone. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you kind of like hit the algorithm right away, the Facebook
Yeah, I
algorithm. We
did.
can talk a little bit about what that meant like back in the day. And it's still a thing now. Like there's still an algorithm that like pushes
Right.
people's content over others. When we were streaming on Facebook, like that was something we all talked about like pretty explicitly about hitting the algorithm and how that pretty much dictated whether you got viewers or not.
Right. It did. I
Yes.
mean, I think it's still like that with content creation, but
Hmm.
it's definitely more niched down now, I think, than it was previously. Before, I think you could just hit like a gaming category in general
Yeah.
and hit a lot of views. But now I think it is more like specific games and specific types of content versus
Hmm.
what it was then. And
Yeah.
when you hit the algo, it was make or break. You needed to
Oh
stay in
gosh.
the algo and do everything you could to keep it.
It's a high, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It is a high, but for me, I don't know what your experiences was, but I know we've talked about it quite often. But when you would hit it, it would almost be like this anxiety of I need to keep this. Like I need to do
Right. Yeah.
whatever it takes to keep these numbers right now because as soon as you would drop, you'd just like you're done, kaput.
Yeah. Well, it's also like the mental struggles you went through when your numbers dropped because
Hmm.
you hit that you hit that high of those numbers and then your numbers dropped and you internalize it and you think, well, what did I do wrong? Why aren't these people coming back? Why didn't they like me enough to stay?
Yeah.
Why am I not good enough? And then you see someone else who's hitting the algo and you're like, well, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Like, I think my content's just as good. And then you start to compare and you spiral and and it's really, really hard to center and ground yourself and come back and be like, I am good enough.
Yeah.
It's not just because of my content. It's not just because of me. There is an algorithm in play and I can get it back. It's a hard thing to overcome.
Yeah. And you don't stream on Facebook anymore, right? So where have you been streaming and how does that differ from Facebook?
I stream on Twitch and Kick, and I just actually recently started to add TikTok into it. I had tried TikTok a while ago, but I kept getting banned, and
that was
don't
happening
know
to a lot of people. Like everyone that was streaming video games on TikTok was getting banned.
I'm not sure how it's gonna go with TikTok because I know they're still pretty strict, and I don't really think I'm that crazy of a streamer. Like, it's not like I'm super R-rated or anything, but we'll see how that goes. But that's where I'm streaming now, and it differs from Facebook in a sense of when people go to either, let's just say, Kick or Twitch, they're going there specifically because they're looking for a streamer to watch. When you were on Facebook, the people that would come in weren't necessarily looking for a streamer or a gamer or literally any of that. It was just random that you would come up on their feed as they're scrolling, looking at content, and they would be like, oh, this looks interesting. And then you would get new people that way, which was one of the reasons I really liked Facebook.
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
I also think that could be part of the downfall of Facebook gaming because you were fighting with other content. So you were fighting with the pictures, you were fighting with the posts, you were fighting with the ads, you were fighting with literally everything on the feed. And now add in Reels with that. Reels have just taken over. It's all you see on Facebook now because obviously short form content is the wave.
It's where it's going.
Well, because of the internet and how fast the things can be received in your brain, the faster the better. You know, people cut content to even not finish a full sentence, which honestly aggravates me a bit because it's like I'd much rather hear like the full sentence, but then they cut every break that they like inhale. Like they cut it, and it sounds like it sounds fake. It sounds awful. You know?
He doesn't do social media, so he hasn't been trained by like that doom scrolling. No, it is. I feel like a lot of people. I mean, anyone who's been on social media, it's changed so drastically, and it changed so quickly that people were just trained to like if this is too slow, I'm just gonna slide right past. It's not keeping my
exactly. If it doesn't hit my dopamine within 3 seconds of this video, I'm not staying. Which is one of the things that I've heard from other content creators and in ways to grow is when you do make a clip or a video, there should be something that is triggering their dopamine within 3 seconds of the video, or else they're going to keep scrolling.
Which, what does that mean for content now? Like, how has that changed the way that you make content?
It means that things have to be like Caleb said, you're editing and making things, you're cutting it shorter, you're making it for a quicker attention span. I do personally still like the personal aspect of it where things aren't cut and it's more raw.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah.
But I think it just depends on the age group too. I feel like a lot of times if your key audience is younger, they're going to be more used to the short form content. So it's going to be harder for them to stay for long form content.
Yeah. That's totally true. Have you noticed a lot of your like fan base that comes and watch you stream? Is a lot of that from Facebook, or have you had some that come in from Twitch or Kick and have stuck with you? Probably hard to tell.
Both, I would say. A lot of them are from Facebook. I still have a core community that I had built from Facebook that they show up still for me, and I appreciate them so much and that they've stuck with me for this long. It's insane.
That's cool.
But I do get new people, and I actually just did a TikTok stream yesterday, and it was so crazy because I made a whole new account for my gaming on TikTok, and I'm keeping IRL with gaming separate. And I only have like, I don't know, 300 followers on this gaming TikTok. And the people that were coming in saying, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since Facebook. And I was like amazed because I thought, oh my gosh, it's crazy that I'm on your algorithm and you just find me and come across me. So that was really cool to see that people like reconnecting.
That's really cool.
That's probably feels nice.
I wonder if it's because it's the same kind of situation where like this is just a place where people are on to find like content in general, and then they see gaming and they see you and they want to stop in. They're not going to search out gaming content on Twitch or Kick.
Right, exactly. That's what I think. I think that our social media is all linked together and they spy on us and know exactly what we like. And so I think that
for sure
somewhere on the back end, the AIs and the technology knew that they followed me on Facebook and they were like, oh, we're going to show her.
Or they were talking about it TikTok. To like their partner across their apartment and they're like, you remember watching Sprite back in the day? And then like the phone picked up on it and it's like, I'm gonna send them Sprite.
That definitely does happen. It's freaky.
It happens all the time. Yeah. It is very freaky. Yeah.
It is freaky. You have to be kind of comfortable with it because this is the way that it's headed, and there's no such thing as privacy anymore. The age of privacy has kind of gone away, and it's more of like, can you be comfortable with that, like who you are as a person?
Yeah. It definitely has changed.
It really has.
Do you want to ask? Sure, Caleb has a list of questions too. I want to make sure I don't.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. We made a list for you. Whole page.
I love it. I'll stay on track because I'll go way.
We both will.
I don't mind. I made it into it. I love it. So, like streaming from Facebook days, and now like how you're in Twitch and Kick and stuff, and now TikTok. How has like your chat or like your audience been? Like, has it changed over the years? Like, I know Facebook was more personable. Are you getting more backlash?
It has changed. It's definitely different. Like, if I'm comparing Facebook chat to Twitch chat, Facebook chat, you see their profile picture.
Okay.
So I can already see what they look like for the most part. I mean, sometimes obviously they have fake profile pictures, but
like a picture
or fake names.
You can see them.
They
got their real name on Facebook for the most part. You can literally see so much more information if you would click on their profile versus on Twitch. They can almost be anonymous. I mean, I know you have to do like a 2-factor authentication with your email and stuff, but you can just make a random email.
Sure.
So it's more separated. On Facebook, I feel like I used to get a lot of people from overseas that I didn't understand the comments. So it would be a lot of just random other languages that I couldn't read, or weird comments that I didn't understand.
Singapore, Tagalog.
Yeah. Like a lot of times my algorithm, when I would go back through analytics, especially if I was in algorithm and I was hitting high numbers, a lot of my traffic was from overseas. It wasn't even from the United States.
Gotcha.
And I would be so confused because I was like, why are they watching me?
Yeah, why me?
Yeah. And then on Twitch, like I said, you don't have the like personal aspect of it, but I think that people can be more genuine to themselves in that sense because they don't feel like they're having to hide or like they don't want their work to find out or whatever.
Gotcha.
So a lot of times they're more relaxed, I guess. And there was also a lot of like comments getting banned and removed, and you could get banned on Facebook. That was a huge thing. I know I got banned for saying boys are gross because a little boy was sick. Like one of my friend's kids was sick and we were talking about it in the chat.
Gosh,
and I was like,
forgot about that.
I was like, boys are gross. Like, like you know what I mean? Like context. Like I don't
really know, they have cooties.
No, there was definitely a time on Facebook where you had to be so careful. Every comment that you made to another streamer, like I got flagged for the most ridiculous stuff, and it would affect your
for, like talking about a teacup pig or something.
Yeah, a teacup pig.
You wanted to give someone a teacup pig and they banned you for it.
I don't understand how that got taken out of context at all. Like there was so many like that where it was just like I stopped going into people's chats for a while because it was just like you didn't know if your page was going to be there the next day.
Yep, it was so crazy. And it's not like that on Twitch. Twitch is obviously moderated and I can moderate the comments, and there are auto mods now that will automatically like block or ban stuff, but it's definitely not. I'm not worried that I'm gonna get banned for saying for making like a joke about something, you know.
I know like when you would hit algorithm on Facebook, like my comments would get horrible. Like I would probably my mods would ban 100 people in the span of an hour some days. And I like, how is that? Is because it's anonymous on Twitch and Kick, do you find that people are more aggressive, or do you get less of that because you're not being pushed to people who don't necessarily want to see you?
So when I do hit like an algorithm or I get a raid or I have higher numbers, because my numbers are completely different now than what they were when I was on Facebook and in algorithm. So when I would hit those numbers on Facebook, it would be a lot more drastic. On Kick and Twitch, when I get like a front page like if they put me on the front page or I get rated or whatever, sometimes it is a little bit crazy and you can like ban people. I don't think it's as bad as it was on Facebook.
Right.
What is worse though is the bots. So I will get a lot of bots that come in and like spam a link for someone else's chat. The one day on Kick, it was literally the only comments I was getting were like bot comments. And I was like, what in the heck is going on right now?
Wow.
And so I just kept blocking and deleting them, obviously. But I think the bots are worse now than like the actual hate comments that I get.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know like Facebook had the like people pretending to be us.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
That seems to have calmed down. It seems to have calmed down in the last like couple months, I want to say. But even still, I get like 3-4 messages a day about people pretending to be me on TikTok and Facebook. How has that been for you? Is that still bad?
It's still happening. I think you're right. In the last like 3 months, it has died down a lot, but therefore like I don't know, maybe like the last like if I would take like minus the last 3 months. Prior to that, it was literally like an account a day somebody was telling me about, and they were new, and I would go through and report them and do the whole thing, and it takes like a whole 15 to 20 minutes just to submit a report to be like, this isn't me. And then if it's on Twitter, oh my gosh, you have to submit a driver's license photo. It's like a whole it's a whole
and it's like
thing,
I don't want you to have my driver's license, like
right.
So I don't know, just it feels wrong.
It does.
You think it's because people are just like want to be you, like, or is it just like an animated kind of thing?
It's people. You can see who they originally were because they'll have like pictures and names that are from a different country, and then you see that it's switched to our picture and our name over time. So
and they do it to
scam people, literally. Like they'll message people and be like, pretend to be us and then ask for money.
Donate for us,
yeah. I had someone messaging my like people in my real life telling them that they had like scandalous photos and videos of me that they were selling.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was fake. I had like people that I know in my real life like messaging me being like, hey, like, is this you? And I'm like, no.
Why would I send that to you?
Like one of my like girlfriends that I like knew from high school, and I was
like one of those like bad
heck?
Photoshop things where they just like plaster your face on it.
No, I don't even. I honestly don't even think they had pictures or videos. I really think that it was. They were just like. They were like, oh, if you have like send me $30 and then I'll send you these photos and videos, but then they would never send the videos.
No, of course not. It was just a scam.
Yeah, so it was just a scam. But I was like, what the heck?
I had somebody message me and be like, oh, I found you because somebody was pretending to be you and they scammed me out of all this money. And then I found your page. I've also had like somebody who was like posted on my pictures on Instagram saying this is a fake account. I've been talking to the real person. It's this name. And it's just like, oh, bro, you're getting scammed. Like,
I know. I feel bad for those people that fall for it. but it's like I can't do anything about it. And if in this day and age, if you're not careful, I
Right.
can't help you.
There's
Like
nothing I can do about
you're
it.
you have to be aware of what you're doing and who you're talking to. And
Yeah.
I try to reiterate that I will never private message you.
Yeah. And
outside of like exclusive sites or whatever.
Right.
Like I'm not going to private message you. So
Yeah.
that's
Right.
sorry if you fell for it, but
yeah,
I can't
and
help.
after so many times of being like, this is my only account, these are my only accounts, please do not like fall for
Right.
these scams, and people just don't listen. They don't want to believe, that it's
No,
fake.
they don't.
They want to believe that
No.
it's real, and that's all it takes. So after some point, I was just like, I can't like keep doing this every week, so I'm just gonna like
Yep.
Yeah.
at that
know,
point,
and
if
it
you get
almost-
scammed, it's on you.
Like I love the people that bring it to me and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
like there's a new fake account." I appreciate it so
Right.
much, but it gets annoying.
It does.
And like I get tired of it cuz
Yeah.
I'm like this is the third or fourth one in the last 4 days. Like
Right.
I don't want to report it. I just leave it up.
Right.
I don't care at this
Right.
point. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what you want
You
me
don't
like
know how to-
you're
Yeah.
not taking it down anyway.
Like
Yeah.
you report it. Thank you for letting me know. But even for me, trying to find some of those sites were like,
Oh, I
or those
know.
pages were impossible. It would just like, it would already be
sometimes
taken
they
down.
block
Or,
you.
yeah, or they'd block you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, if you see it, please report it. Thank you for letting me know. But there's nothing
Yeah.
I can really do about
I
it
know.
more than that.
Yeah.
That's
Learn
the
a hard
sad
lesson.
part. That's the sad part. Is it really like it feeds off of people who are lonely. They want to believe that people are reaching out to them and they are willing to do anything to keep that person around. And like it's really hard for me to see that happening under my like face, like using my identity to do that. Like
Yep.
it's very difficult. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like I can't protect you, like
Yeah.
you need to protect yourself.
Exactly.
To jump farther into that, actually, before we
Yeah.
jump somewhere randomly, but have you had like chats, or have you had people like come in and be like, serious things going on, being like, hey, like I just lost like my family member or something, you're the only person I got, or have you had like stories of like addiction recovery or something, or like have you had people really open up about that, like kind of latch onto you for support?
Oh, yeah.
Dealt
Yeah,
with
it
that a
happens
lot?
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot in streaming, actually. People, a lot of times when people go to streams, they are going there to escape whatever's going on in their life. And it's a way for them to kind of relax, like unwind after your end of your day, like how you come home and put on a TV show. It's essentially the same thing, but you're getting that human interaction where you're like chatting with people.
Yeah.
And sometimes they will build connections in the community and with the streamer, and they'll come and they'll feel like they can just tell you what's going on in their life, and it helps like take a weight off their shoulder. Being the streamer though, with having those things happen, it does make it a little hard because the point of the stream is to be an escape for people. So I don't want to dwell on sad things for very long. I don't want to like bring other people down per se. So usually I validate feelings and I apologize for whatever situation they're going through. And I'm really thankful that they feel that they can share, and I appreciate them and what they're going through, and that I'm always there for them to like come and hang out and stream. And then I move on so we can
Right.
get
Yeah,
to
you
a
have to.
happier
Well,
state, because we don't want to dwell and like bring the whole vibe of the stream down
Right.
either.
That's
But you
true.
also want to be able to validate those people and let them know that they're heard.
Mhm.
So it's a balance.
Yeah.
There are like times too where people would come in and they would do that every time, where it's just like they came in for like their daily dose
It's
of
an attention grab.
of validation, and then
Yeah.
they would leave.
Yes.
And it does at some point, it starts to like take over the stream, and it is a balancing act of like, how can I validate and be there for this person and show I really do care, and also not take away from the experience for other people.
Right, exactly. And I think that's something you just learn the more you stream, of how to handle it. I mean, sometimes it also depends on the person too, because I know some streamers just completely ignore it and
Yeah.
don't allow those type of comments. But I'm more like, I care, and as long as it's not something that's consistently like happening where every single time you come in you're telling me some
horrific
crazy story.
things.
My
Yeah.
dog
That-
died like
yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad because there are genuine people who do have like crazy things happen in their life
Mhm.
and they want to be able to like vent about it, and that's a-okay for someone who genuinely means it in a good way.
Yeah.
When it's somebody who's just coming in because they just want attention, it takes away from those people that are genuinely just trying to make a connection.
Yeah,
That totally
absolutely.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and knowing you, you are like genuinely such a caring person. And so, and that's why you've kept the, you know, the people that you have for so long and the friends that you have that you've made
I
through
try.
streaming. Yeah, no, you've showed me so much about like being empathic and like kind to people. I grew up in like a household where people just like my family would talk shit about everyone. Like they talk shit about my grandma. And so you knew that they were probably talking shit about you behind your back, and that was just the culture.
They still do. It's kind of
Yeah,
annoying.
they do, but like you were the first person I met who was just like, no, I'm not gonna talk bad about anyone, even people who were like being horrible to you. And I learned so much from that. Like you really taught me how to like be a kinder person.
Oh, stop. You're going to make me
I know, I'm like
Aw.
tearing up.
Aw.
I don't know. I genuinely think that it's better to be the better person. Like
Mhm.
there's no reason that I need to badmouth anyone
Right.
at all. I think that the people that are saying negative things or being mean to you or whatever, they're going through something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it doesn't really have to do with you. It
Mhm.
has to do with them. And I just feel bad for them and hope that they can get through whatever it is. And that's my outlook. Usually in most cases, most scenarios, I am not one to like talk badly about people or
Yeah.
anything. Like I just don't think I don't think it's right, and I don't think you should.
Fine.
Yeah, and it really like it festers inside of you. When you like
Mhm.
talk badly about other people, it only harms yourself. I mean, it harms that person too if they find out or if you're, you know, putting that on them. But it just festers and turns into a poison for yourself.
I think that's awesome. I think having like you be that, community for people coming in. There's probably not many people who stream or game like that who actually do open up
actually
and
care,
validate
yeah.
and care. So you really do kind of stick out like a diamond in the rough. That's awesome to
Yeah.
hear.
I think it's
I
awesome.
try. I mean, I think like it also is like your personality too, and that's
Yeah.
just genuinely
Yeah.
who I am, and genuinely like I always strive to be a better person and be like more
Mhm.
caring and care about the people around me. So it makes sense that I would do that in my streaming too. Obviously, I'm not a
Yeah.
perfect person. I
No.
know I try to be, but there are times I do get upset. There are times where like
Yeah.
people have hurt my feelings, but I know I'm pretty good at realizing when that situation happens and validating myself and my feelings and how I feel, and then moving on from that and trying to like find a balance. I
Yeah.
feel like life is just all about balance.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I agree. And growth. It's all about growing, to
Mhm.
Yep.
always be moving to your better self.
Absolutely. And part of that is finding the balance of things because
Yeah.
life really wants to push you in one direction or the other. And it takes a lot of work to find that balance. All thing.
It definitely does.
So in exchange of that, like, how have you found ways to like decompress or deal with these things outside of streaming? Because I'm sure it's exhausting. It's a lot of work. I've seen her even do her normal day's work, and it's exhausting. I'm sure you're probably in the same boat too. So like, what ways do you do to like kind of help process and decompress?
I love to read. I read like all the time actually. And
Cool.
reading, gaming all outside of streaming is really another thing too that I like to do. I like to make sure that I'm playing the games that I want and having a good time with friends outside of being on camera.
Yeah.
We travel a lot, and spending time with family and friends is always like a number one priority in my life. I will
Right.
try to prioritize them over everything else. And I used to not do that. When I first started streaming, I prioritized streaming content before everything else. And over the years, I've learned that you can really mess up friendships and family and the things you have going on in your real life for your content, and you don't want to do that. You want to be able to have best of both worlds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you gotten too lost at any point? Have you gone too far into streaming where you're like, oh, it's been months, I've reached out to people or something, you know, like?
Yeah, when I first started streaming, I had at one point 20 trash bags of laundry because I didn't do the laundry because I was
Wow.
streaming.
Oh, wow.
I was streaming twice a day
Yeah.
for 6 days a week, and then I would edit videos in between the streams. So I would literally wake up, get ready, stream, edit videos, stream, go to bed. And I would do that every day for 6 days. And then on the day off, I would be so tired and drained that I just
Sleep all
didn't
day
do
or
anything.
something. Yeah.
So I didn't leave the house. I was in the house all the time. 2, I didn't see anyone else outside of streaming. 3, I didn't clean or do laundry. And I got to a point where I was really like, my relationships were slacking, like even my relationship with my boyfriend at the time, and now he's my husband, so we worked it out. But
well,
we
congrats.
were like struggling in our relationship because I wasn't prioritizing the time to spend together. I was prioritizing work, and it really like hurt us. And so I think that was a realizing factor for me that I needed to learn how to balance. And I'm a lot better at it now than what I was then. And most cases will be like, oh, I'm not streaming today because I'm hanging out with family. Like I wouldn't say it's more important, but it is important also.
Was that impacted by Facebook and the algorithm and like the expectation that you had to stream every day or else you're gonna lose it?
I think so, yeah. I think so, yeah. I think it was like I was riding the high and I wanted to make sure that I stayed where I was. And like they were changing at the time, they were changing the partner requirements so much, and they were making it that you needed to stream more hours. So they wanted you to be live longer and active on Facebook longer. So they were, not only were they like, oh, you should be live for 40 hours a week, but they were also saying that you needed to put out 3 reels a day.
Yeah.
Every day. So you were supposed to be live for 40 hours plus have 3 reels and post them every single day, which
how do you have the time to edit?
Right. You can do it, but it's a lot. Like that's a lot to do with streaming. And streaming is not the hardest job in the world. Like I will 100% say like there's other jobs that are probably harder than streaming. And
Horse service. Yeah, that shit sucks. It was a lot harder, but yeah, not as much mentally.
Harder physically, maybe not.
Yes,
maybe mentally.
Actually,
mentally. I think each thing has its own like downfalls, right? You can pick out positives and negatives of everything. I think it also depends on the person and how you can handle the stress of the situations. Yeah. And me being an empath, I'm very aware of like my emotions, and not only my emotions, but the other people in the chat's emotions coming in every single day. That takes an emotional toll on you, and you feel exhausted after a stream. Yeah, so agreed. It makes it hard to function and do the things you need to do after you stream because you're still trying to come down off of that state that you were in while you were streaming.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. I like my mental health during the time that I was streaming on Facebook went from so good and so happy. So by the end of it, it was just like I had nothing more to give. You know, I had given so much of myself without pouring back in. And like you said, like I would never leave the house. I didn't make time for other people. So I had no friends that lived around here. I was not in contact with my family. And it just that alone will take a toll on a person, especially in the midst of COVID. And then on top of that, you have these hateful comments and like you're just all you see is the negativity that's like perpetuating the thoughts you're already having about yourself and your content because you're struggling with, you know, why am I not getting the numbers I used to get? And then they just ended up like dropping gaming altogether without even saying like, thanks for all you guys have done for this platform. It was just kind of like, we're going to let you go. Give you to this third party partner manager that doesn't know anything about anything. And it was just like, why have I given so much of myself to a platform that did not care about me only cared about the money.
I think that a lot of the people who originally started streaming on Facebook, like the OG partners, if you ask any of us, we knew it was coming.
Oh yeah, I saw that writing on the
Like,
wall like months before it happened.
right? Like obviously I stopped streaming there for a reason. And it wasn't not that like I would change anything, because obviously I am where I am today because of Facebook gaming, and I am so thankful for them. But there was a lot of things that I think that they could have done better as a platform, and they didn't, and they dropped the ball. And I saw it coming, and I know other streamers did too. And I feel sorry for the streamers that stuck it out and stayed there, and like they didn't get the support that they needed or should have received. Those are the people that like I feel really bad for. And I know that it's still a platform that you can stream on. You can still stream on it. It's not that it's gone entirely. I think it's now just called like the creator program or something. Like it's more a broad spectrum. It's just not, they got rid of like gaming, and there's no, I don't know exactly. I think you can still get stars from being live and subscribers, but I don't think that there's like a partner or partner contracts or anything like that anymore.
Which is probably for the best. I think they bit off way more than they could chew in the midst of COVID, where it was just they saw an opportunity to make it into like fill a gap that like was Mixer was there and Twitch was there, but there was no other, well, and YouTube, but YouTube wasn't doing live at that point. There was no other platforms for gamers to go live on. And so I think they just saw it as a way to cash in during the pandemic, and it did work. Like it blew up during the pandemic, and it was great for a lot of people who were very isolated. I don't know if you got a lot of that, but I got messages from people saying like, if it wasn't for this stream, like I don't know where I would be. There were people that were like thinking about suicide, and having a community to go to every day where they felt like they could talk and that people knew them, and like they made real life friends through it. It was just like that alone was worth it to me.
Right, exactly.
So it was just,
we wouldn't be friends without it.
Like,
so I can't.
Right? Like so many
like,
memories, so many great friends that I've made from that. And you're right, like it was the beginning for me of being able to do content for a living. It's just, I just wish that they had cared more about the people that were pouring into the platform and didn't just like
and took our concerns seriously, because we brought up to them about so many things that were not working properly. And I think that there were obviously people in the platform that cared genuinely about us. But I think that because Facebook is such a big company, and the gaming part of it was such a small, newer aspect of it, that the actual big company didn't want to put the effort and resources into making it what it potentially could be. But that's just my perspective. I don't know for sure what happened on the inside. I only know what I saw from the outside, and it sucks that it's not a thing anymore. But I am very thankful for the platform and where it got me and the people that it brought me to meet, and the community, and you and my friends. And it's just it really has been full circle, honestly.
It has. And I feel like I've seen you move into a niche of like you feeling more comfortable in what you're doing. I feel like I've kind of settled into what I want to do too. And so it was almost like we had this like very growth period where we were trying to figure out where to go after Facebook. And that was the hardest part, I think, for me of this whole like journey.
I know it is hard. I mean, it's like asking a kid what they want to be when they grow up. Like
what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a country singer or a princess. That was like my my two go-tos. Yeah, and I'm from so I don't know where I'm getting this country twang from, but that was my plan.
That's amazing.
I'd say I'm closer to a princess now than I am a country singer, but
absolutely, yeah. I don't know. You sing on stream sometimes.
It's never too late. Yeah, you could pick up a guitar and strum on it.
I do sing sometimes, yeah. They say I have a good voice, but I don't know about that.
Well, you are your worst critic. So, I mean,
that's true.
I'm sure if other people think you're good, then I'd
you should
take it.
trust them.
Yeah.
Next question? Got more?
Yeah.
I know you got more. It's like a
I
whole
got tons
list.
more. Nowadays, because you're kind of playing and doing what you like and stuff, where do you find inspiration from?
Honestly, other streamers and my own content. So
Oh,
for a while I like outsourced my editing and had other people edit my content.
okay.
And I think that I lost the love of my own content because I wasn't watching my own clips back. I wasn't seeing like the funny stuff that the community gets to see because
Yeah.
it's coming from me. So it's just me, you know what I mean? But when I watch it back, I can see, I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, that was really funny. Or wow, like this was a really good clip. And I enjoy editing and posting my reels and stuff now because I think that it kind of brings it back to being able to view what the viewer sees.
Yeah.
And
Well, also you
why
get to,
they enjoy my content.
Yeah. Sorry, but you also get to like make it how you want it to be, not how your editor saw it and wanted it to be.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That too. Not that I don't think any of my editors ever did like a really bad job. Most of the time they were pretty transparent about like what they were doing with the content and what I wanted out of it. So it was always good. It's just you see the like raw aspect of it when you edit it yourself versus somebody else editing it and then like watching the clip back.
Yeah.
And it's a different feeling. And it makes me want to, one, play the game more, or two, make more clips. So that's like where I have been finding my inspiration lately.
What have you been playing lately? Mostly Arc or?
Yeah, Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
I am very hooked on it.
Yeah, I've been playing with Navy a little bit, so
yeah, he actually messaged me and was like, we should play. And I just saw his message today because he messaged me back and I didn't see it. I'm so bad with responding to messages. Yeah. But I saw that he messaged me back and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to message him. So maybe we can all three play. Although Trios is like,
oh, it's so sweaty.
It's
I know.
Whole burnt peanut thing.
Burnt peanut ruined it for all of us with his goop.
I know. I love that guy though. He's funny.
I see him on my Twitch like every time I'm on there though.
If you could make anything better in your life, what would it be?
That's a tough one. If I can make anything better, I think time management would be the one thing that I could improve on. I don't know how per se I would improve on it. Maybe if we could add more hours into the day, that would be great.
Right.
But I just feel like I'm constantly running out of time. Like I have so much on a list of things to do, and the list is just never ending. And then every day it just adds more and more, and it's just like a revolving list. And I would like to be able to complete it at some point.
Yeah. Maybe changing like the importance of things, you know?
Yeah.
Like what really is important in your life. That might help.
Right.
I don't know.
Prioritizing, yeah. That's always a way to de-escalate things on the list for sure.
Yeah, I guess an end goal for streaming, like where do you go from here?
Yeah, what are your goals for the future with content creation? Or have you not thought that far?
I want to keep streaming video games for as long as I can. I really enjoy playing video games and I enjoy streaming as well. I would eventually like to not stream as often. I would like to stream less as I get older. I feel like the older you get, the more it is important to spend time with family and stuff. So I feel like at some point I will probably stream a lot less than what I do now currently. But I think I would like to move somewhere outside of content creation at some point and do something else. I don't know what it is or where I would go, but I don't see me doing content creation for the rest of my life. But I think that a good time for me to enjoy making the content that I'm making, and we'll see where it goes in the future.
Yeah.
What have you been reading? What book are you reading right now?
Right now I'm reading The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I have read most of her books. My husband just got me 3 new ones that I hadn't read over Christmas, so I've been reading those, like binging them. But I love thriller, like twists and crazy stuff in books, and Frida McFadden is really a good author when it comes to those, and she has a lot of books out.
Have you ever thought about writing?
I actually have. I have a book by my bathtub that says it's like how to write your first novel or something. And I bought it and never even opened it. I literally,
come on.
I started writing a book a while ago, like a fiction novel. And
Really?
I think I got like 2 pages into it and then I stopped.
Yeah, it's hard to stick with it. Because it takes
maybe
a long
one day
time.
I will
You
have
should.
a book. But
Yeah, you should write a thriller.
Time management.
Write a thriller about a content creator. That's like
I'll have
being
to tell you what my storyline is for my book that I started but never finished. I don't want to give it away because I don't want somebody else to write it.
But that's cool.
Okay, give us an affirmation or words of wisdom that you would like our viewers to know.
An affirmation.
Yeah. An affirmation. You got like a mantra or something you tell yourself in the morning. Like usually when I wake up, she can vouch for it, but when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself it's gonna be a great day because I want it to be. It kind of pushes me in the right direction. And then other times like validating like that I'm worthy or determined in life for certain things.
I am powerful. I am enough. And I accept positive things in my life.
That's awesome. I love that.
I used to I have like a Kindle Scribe and I would write mantras and stuff when I was feeling down. And so those are like 3 that I would go back to is accepting positive things in my life, because sometimes it's hard for us to accept positive things. And I think if you're more open to positive things happening, more positive things will happen. So being open to it and then reminding myself that I am powerful, meaning I can do whatever I set my mind to, and I am enough. And I think that speaks for itself.
Absolutely. I agree. That's
awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's end with why don't you let our listeners know where they can find you, and we'll also link those underneath here in the description. So if you want to see SparklinSprite, you know where to find her. I
am SparklinSprite without the G on everything. You can find me on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, and I am still on Facebook. It's just reels and pictures now, but and I am on YouTube too. I'm everywhere pretty much.
She's everywhere, guys. Thank you so much for coming on here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me. It was so good.
It was
I had such a good time.
I know. I miss you. Let's play some art together.
Do it again. We'll do another podcast.
Let's do it.